Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our lesson 3. We just finished up talking about personification. Now we're going to be working into talking about writing narratives that include showing and not telling. So the sentence we have here is, at breakfast, my brother Greg pretended not to know I was mad at him. So what are you picturing in the sentence? Well, it's hard to really picture anything. I can picture maybe they're eating breakfast, but I don't really know what they're having for breakfast. We can see Greg, but we don't know what he's really. How is he pretending? Is he ignoring him? Is he doing something else? And is the main character, showing that he's mad, or is he just ignoring it? So this is an example of telling. This is just the writer just saying, this is what's going on. We want to create an image in our heads. That's what the showing part is. When we close our eyes and we listen or we hear a story and there's a lot of showing in it, it's really powerful because our brains actually create a story and an image in our heads. And it's really important to create that for a reader because they want to be able to continue to create those images in their head. So this is actually an image from the first real Thanksgiving Day. So this is a example of showing. I glared over the cereal box at my brother Greg, and when he asked me to pass the milk, I ignored him. He jumped up and grabbed it, whistling the whole time. Then, with great enthusiasm, he started quizzing my dad about a birdhouse he was building. Greg couldn't care less about Dad's carpentry projects. I kept glaring. So for this one, the showing, so remember we're writing with a descriptive detail to give the reader a clear picture of what's happening. So now with this one, it's the same exact one from what we just previously read, except there's a lot more images that have created in my head. Okay, so now we know that the main character is glaring, so we can kind of see this like really angry person. And you see Greg just saying, hey, pass the milk. Oh, no, you won't get it to me. It's okay, I'll whistle. And then he starts ignoring, the main character by talking about all this carpentry and all these other things. Even though he probably still senses the main character is like glaring at him, he probably is just kind of lackadaisical about it. We see that it's cereal, so now we know what breakfast food it is. So by adding those little details and showing the reader what is going on around, they're able to create those stories in their head. So when you're writing a personal narrative, it's really, really important that you're showing the reader what's going on and not telling them. I went to the game. Okay, maybe we drove the car super fast because I was running late to my baseball game. Notice how I've added a few more details that, okay, now we're in a car, now we're going to a baseball game, now I have a different image of a game. So it's really, really important that we do that when we're reading. So now it's going to be your turn. So on a separate piece of paper, you're going to be able to create this graphic organizer. So you're going to think about, you're going to choose a moment connected to your family and a holiday and show it in detail. The moment might have taken place in the days leading up to the holiday, on the holiday itself, or after the holiday was over. So for me, I might choose, the holidays with my family during Christmas time, where my favorite moments are a few days before when me and my sister and my mother get together and we make pierogies for Christmas Eve dinner. That at that time, that's a special moment for me, me and my family, because that's us preparing for dinner, and it's a tradition that has been passed on from my great grandparents to my grandparents. So that's my first detail. Now, where the second part of that is the description of the details. What is there? Okay, well, we're making dough. We make potatoes. Usually my nephews are running around, playing games. Usually there's music playing in the background. Those are description details that support my moment. That was my moment that I wanted to talk about. So you're going to create this graphic organizer, and then on your exit ticket or your assessment you're going to complete, you're going to use those details to write further using that show, not tell method. So I look forward to reading it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.